no matter what you're doing, it's going to be somebody doing better than you. When I was in comedy clubs, I remember being there and they would paper in the room. Okay. I wasn't saying I was selling out. They was papering the room. I know out of all these 300 people in here, 240 of these people came because it was free. They sent out the email blast. But then what I looked at was they wanted to come.
Yeah. They wanted to come. They're probably comedy fans, which is why they're on the email list in the first place. And then those people, you give them a great show, they'll come back.
Then the next time I came, they didn't paper the room. They sold the tickets.
Yeah. That's how it used to be, man. That was the old days before social media. You would build a market. So you would just show up at Philadelphia once a year. Show up, do your homework, like make sure you got a tight set, you've been practicing, you're ready to rock, you fuck these people up, and then leave. And then they're like, can't wait till you guys are back again. And then next time you come back, you know, all right, I built an audience now. I can't disappoint these people. I got to get fired up. And that's what it used to be. It used to be a totally organic thing across the whole country.
Is it a thing? Is it a difference, in your opinion, between me bringing my audience to a venue from whatever other thing that I do versus people coming that don't know anything about me and me winning that person over versus the person that already knows
Yeah,
me?
it's a different thing.
It's funny how Ali act like he doesn't know which one's going to be better. Bringing your own audience to a venue gives you leverage. Them papering the room gives you an opportunity, right? Without them papering the room, you wouldn't have that many people in the room. But if you come with your own audience, that's the name of the game. Then, after I saw this, I started to think about, like, how comedy evolved over time, right? How that this was the way things were happening. This is the way that comedy was distributed across the country. You would work in the comedy club, you would become a host, then a feature. Now, this is not everybody's path, but quintessentially, this is what they say. You start off as a host, you become the feature. After becoming a feature, you get a chance to go on the road with one of the headliners. And then working the road with the headliners, eventually you become a headliner yourself, and then so on and so forth. But also, there is another way, right? There's another way of what he was saying is like you build a reputation. You build a reputation where you are. You find agents or an agency or management, and then they talk to the comedy clubs and put you in these different rooms where they paper the room. It gives you an opportunity to win over said crowd, and you would do that over a period of time, consistently, over years, just running that same route. And if you watched or read any of Kevin Hart's books or shows, because he says it in both, he did that, but he collected his own email list. See, when you go to the comedy club, the comedy clubs do the email blast. The email blast comes from all of the tickets they've sold over the amount of time they've been around. And they collect email lists. So these emails are collected every time a person buys a ticket. So for years upon years, they've been buying these tickets. So they have years upon years of opportunities to promote to these individuals. So to be clear, they could make any comedian a household name if they wanted to. They've done it. It's not even a matter if they want to. They've done it. They've chosen certain people. We're going to use you. You're going to be the plant. That's the same thing they do in music. You are a plant. Then you're going to have people that are going to change the way things are done. Like, I didn't realize why they hated Dane Cook so much. And they hated Dane because he jumped the line. Dane didn't have to go through the ringer of all the other ones because he used the internet to surpass that. And all the comedians bitter, sad, lonely, heartbroken because they've been doing this shit for 20 plus years. And Dane comes out of nowhere. And that's when it shifted, right? And that is the beginning of Tom Green doing the Tom Green show, and then Mencina, and then Rogan. Like, it's an evolution of comedy. Now the internet people are going through what Dane Cook went through. But I've seen comedians listen, I've been watching the internet forever. And I see how things are happening for individuals, and I just need to take heed and add it to what I do. So what do y'all think? You tell me in the comments. Paper the room and build your audience, or build your audience by itself. Which one is going to be better? Maybe that was the question he was asking. Which one's better? I want to choose building my own audience from scratch. I would love to be one of those individuals that the clubs, I would love to be one of those individuals like, what's the Chugger Nugget bitch name? What is fucking her name? The Chugger Nugget bitches. You know who I'm talking about. The fat white girl that does the banana phone. What is her name? Fat white girl. But that's what I'm saying, right? The Creek loves this girl. And the Creek gives this girl opportunity upon opportunity, even though she's up there bombing. Even though, like, of course, give it a good go. It's been 4 or 5 years. She hasn't gotten any better. But they're going to shove it down our throats until you fucking accept it. That's how the industry is. And the Creek is part of that industry. And they're going to fucking shove that bitch down our fucking throat. Okay. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. I'll highlight y'all. Peace.
Until we meet again.